Hey everybody, this is Brenda Devine from Purpose 8 Institute, and you're listening to my podcast, Living a Life of Purpose, where we discuss the importance of purpose in our everyday lives. Discovering and living out your purpose keeps you focused on God's purpose. That is sharing the good news of salvation with others. This podcast is for people like me, still searching for the answers to who am I and why am I here? You and I were designed and created by God for purpose, and we have much to do. You can listen and subscribe to my podcast, Living a Life of Purpose with Brenda Devine on Anchor and all other podcast platforms. Hey, this is Brenda Devine from Purpose 8 Institute. Hey, thank you so much for joining me for another episode of my podcast, Living a Life of Purpose. So today's topic is, what if I had said no? Where would I be? So I am just getting over a really bad cold. And I've had a lot of time to sleep and think and rest. And the year has just started. And I'm thinking about all the amazing things that my God has done for me over the past 2 years. When I was in my lowest of low, and then I'm looking back on all the wonderful and amazing things that my God has done for me. And then with anticipation, I am looking at all the things, that He has put in front of me. Just amazed. And I'm asking myself this morning, like, what would have happened if I said no? 2 years ago, I was mildly depressed after being discriminated against and stabbed in the back by a long-term friend, and trying to be faithful in the midst of adversity, in the midst of people not liking you simply because of your color, in the midst of realizing who I am, having to align myself with God's will, not just to read it, but to align myself to it and live it out. It's one thing to read it. It's another thing to be convicted to live it. And I ask myself, where would I be if I had said no? If I had said no, God, I'm going to have to fool up in here. I'm going to curse everybody out. I am going to show the bad side of me. Where would I be? I think I would still be mentally in the same place. Restricted in a box of who I thought I could be versus what God was calling me to be. If I had said no, I wouldn't have met so many people that I've met, new connections, new friendships, new, I won't say new purposes, but new projects, new activities, new thinking aligned with my purpose, I would not be here. I would not know more about myself. I would not know more about my capacity and my design. I would not know that my past had been holding me back. I would not be able to have reconciled old emotions. I would not have been able to forgive those who hurt me, those who offended me, those who attempted to marginalize me, those who attempted to devalue me. I would not have been able to forgive. Where would I be if I had said no? I don't trust you, God. I'm going to do this myself. And believe it, I wanted to. I really wanted to. Everything in me wanted to. The little girl in me that's a fighter, she wanted to. But I had to hold myself accountable to what I say is, am I going to be who God says I am? Am I going to accommodate myself to the situation that I'm in and come out giving God the glory? Where would I be? I've met so many people just by saying yes to my purpose. Just by saying, yes, God, I will submit. Yes, God, I will do your will. Yes, I will put you first. Yes, I will walk in the background. Yes, I will cry on the floor and roll. Yes, I will pray. Yes, I will read. Yes, I will study. Yes, I will be kind. Yes, I will understand what humility is. Yes, I will answer your call. Yes, I am nothing without you. I know that now. Yes. What if I had said no? My life is so rich. It is so rich. I could never, ever imagine my life being like this. Because I said yes. I said yes to his purpose. I said yes to his will. I said yes to new ideas. I said yes to meeting new people. I said yes to stepping out of my box. I said yes to standing on my square. I said yes. I said yes. I met people from new organizations who helped level me up. I've met people walking in their faith. I've witnessed it for myself. I've seen people do amazing things. I've seen people be fearless. I've seen people take little ideas and make them into something big. I've seen people love other people and serve. Because I've said yes. It's not easy saying yes when people go against you, when they offend you, when they got their mind set on they just gonna bring you down. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. So many times. Oh, so many times I wanted to go back to the old Brenda. Tired of the old Brenda. So I couldn't go back. If I am going to be what God says I am, I had to be a new Brenda. I had to learn how to submit, how to be quiet, how to be patient, how to be long-suffering, how to forgive, how to let go, how to frame my words, how to check my heart. Whew. Our hearts lie to us all the time. My heart was telling me, fight, Brenda, fight. You don't deserve this. But then I had to realize, who am I to be offended? Who am I? I am no one. This little thing that's happening to me that seems so big. There's people in this world that are hurt. They're sick. They've lost someone. They're grieving. And I'm over here trying to hold on to something I don't even want. What if I had said no? I would never know another dimension of love, another love of God, a love of self, a love of people. I don't even really need to know you that deep to love you. Because if I'm serving you, I love you. And I found myself in this place, in this new place, where I'm serving people. I have in front of me, my corner store project is on track to begin very shortly. I have the not-for-profit that I'm a board member in just launched a program to mentor women, emerging developers, women developers in their projects. I am helping, I am serving, I am helping these women to achieve their dreams, to achieve their purpose. I'm helping them. God has helped me, and I'm helping them. You know, being a developer, owning commercial property, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. I was talking to my mother not too long ago, and women couldn't even sign a mortgage until like the 1960s or something like that, early 70s. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I apply for a mortgage and sign off on it like it's nothing. But owning real estate is important. Whether it's your home, whether it's commercial property, real estate is important. And I'm helping them. I'm helping them with their project. They're doing the work. But I, along with the other 4 board members, we are helping them to pursue their dreams, their purpose. And it not only adds to their balance sheet, but it also adds to their children's balance sheets, and their children's balance sheets, and their children's balance sheets. That's called generational wealth. Money helps a lot. wealth helps a lot. And I'm just thinking this morning, what if I said no? I would never have the headspace, the emotional intellect to be helping anyone like this had it not been for my God. For him breaking me, pouring me out, teaching me, and then filling me up with what he wants. I couldn't do that on my own. I couldn't do that on my own. I never was able to do it on my own. I couldn't do it on my own. He did it. But what if I had said no? Where would I be? What would I be doing? Would I still be here? There's no reason for me to be here if I'm not living out my purpose, is there? If I'm not helping people, if I'm not serving people, if I'm not loving people, what reason would I need to be here? If I had said no, I wouldn't be able to talk to my son the way that I talk to him now. If I had said no, I wouldn't be able to communicate with my husband like I did this morning. And we had a really good conversation. I wouldn't have been able to do that before. I would have just gotten mad and argued and had my way. But it's the quality of our hearts that respond for us. And before, the quality of my heart was not so good. It was broken. It was hurt. It was angry. Little Brenda liked to fight. Little Brenda likes to fight. Little Brenda was scared. And that's how little Brenda fights. But the healing that God has given me by saying yes, I can't replace that ever. I can't. Whew. It has allowed me to reconcile emotions that I've had for a long time. It's allowed me to close doors that I allowed to stay open. It's allowed me to let go. It's allowed me to love. It's allowed me, even in many instances, to be quiet. And not complain so much. It's allowed me to understand humility. But it's also given me the courage to speak up in ways that are not filled with anger, but to explain simply what the truth is. And I believe that there's room for that there's a need for that. And that is part of what I do. I speak, I write, I create content to express the importance of purpose. I also express, as best of my abilities, the truth. And sometimes, I should say most times, we don't want to see the truth. We don't want to look and see that we're really the problem. We'd rather just blame somebody else. So I can go and continue to blame people that have offended me, hurt me, devalued me. Or I could choose to forgive, which I have. I have my little moments now. I have to catch myself. But I've forgiven. Because really, when I thought about it yesterday too, they did me a favor. They did me a favor. I didn't want to be there. You don't want me. I don't want you. I didn't want to be there. So, they did me a favor. Because if I hadn't said yes, I could still be there. And that's no place for me to be. Dry places. Sometimes we stay there too long. Dry places. And where I am now, man, it's not that I have moved any place. It's the way I think. The way I move and the way I speak. My heart is so much lighter. And I am really enjoying this life that I have. I'm really enjoying this new me. So, while you are contemplating what you should do, and God is challenging you in your dry place that you've grown comfortable in, you know what to expect. You don't like it, but you know what to expect. I'm challenging you to. God is calling you to new things, new places, new people, new opportunities, new friendships, new resources, new ways of thinking about things, new ways to love. Everything can be new. But you gotta make a decision. Are you gonna be like I did? Are you going to be what God has called you to be? Or you gonna stay in that box? Not the box that God created for you, but the box you allow. Are you gonna stay there? Are you going to accommodate yourself to God's will? Do what He asked you to do. What would happen if you said yes? You never know. Exactly. You'll never know. I don't know. There's more. I can't even imagine what more or better than this looks like. But there's more. You are more. You're so valuable. You're so loved. There's so much to you. You've not even scratched the surface of your spiritual gifts, your talents, your abilities. You don't even really know, because you won't allow yourself to be challenged by stepping outside of your box. So God is, you keep You'll keep getting the same message until you get tired, like I was. And you'll choose, yes, I will, God. I will do what you ask me to do. I will accommodate myself to you. And you will see for yourself that there is much more to life than you've ever thought or conceived. There is much more to you than you ever thought of. There is so much for you to do in this life besides go to work and come home. There is so much more. So I'm going to leave you with that. As you contemplate and you think about, what if I said yes? This is Brenda Devine from Purpose 8 Institute. Hey, I'll talk to you a little bit. Bye-bye. If you would like to learn more about purpose beyond this podcast, Living a Life of Purpose, you can also purchase one of my books that are available on my website, purpose8institute.com, and also on Amazon. Thank you for joining me on my podcast, Living a Life of Purpose, on Anchor and all other major podcast platforms. To learn more about Purpose 8 Institute and our ministry of sharing the importance of purpose, please visit our website, www.purpose8institute.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and even TikTok.